So, in Oblivion Remastered, we are going to be going through how to recharge your enchanted magical items. And there are two ways to do this. We're going to go through doing it on your own first. Then we'll go through, if you've got a load of gold, how to just pay for it and have it done simply. So the very first thing you're going to need to do is, if we go to the character tab, you go down to your minor skills. Your mysticism is going to need to be level 25. And then what you're going to do is come west of the Imperial City over to Chorrol. And you're going to visit the Mages Guild. The person that you need to speak to is only here for and they'll sell you stuff for like a few hours a day. So when we're in here, you're going to speak to Alberic Lit, or however you say the name. And sometimes the purchasing spells option may not show up. So just wait a little bit, or go outside and wait, or something, until this menu pops up. But when this menu is here, you're going to go into purchasing. You're going to go down to Soul Trap. This is the one you need to buy. This is what you need to be level 25 for. So after spending the 309 gold on that, what we can do is we can leave the menu, and we now have Soul Trap. Then next up, what you're going to need to do is make sure you have some soul gems. So you'll see I've got common, I've got grand, I've got some greater ones, I've even got petties. You can steal these from a Mages Guild. You can buy them off certain merchants. One of the best places I've found so far to buy them is if you go to the Emporium in the Market District in Imperial City. You can buy them from the vendor that works in there, or the merchant that works in there. But get yourself some soul gems, and then we need to go and find an enemy. But before we find an enemy, if we go to the magic tab, we are going to find the soul trap spell under touch. And if we click in show shortcuts, we are going to tie it to any shortcut you want. I'm just going to put mine in number 3. And that is so that I can just hold down left bumper, I can go to Soul Trap, and that is now active. So all I've got to do is press my right bumper, and I'm going to use Soul Trap. So we have a mud crab in front of us, and what we're going to do is hit this mud crab once to lower its health. Depending on the enemy is going to depend how many times you need to hit it. So with you basically just got to get their health really low. So if I hit this mud crab once, then I'm going to hit it with Soul Trap, and I'm going to hit it again. And you'll see that it says you have captured a soul. And you can do that with any weapon. It doesn't have to be a certain weapon. But if we now go into our inventory, we need to find the soul gem that was filled up. So let's just say it was the petty soul gem that was filled up. The only way to really tell if the soul gems are filled up is to click in your right stick, and you'll see underneath the image it says petty soul. Then if we go to these, it says greater soul, it says common soul. And here for the grand soul gems, it says empty. That's kind of the only way to tell if they're full up, because their image doesn't change or anything like that. And I mean, if you want to make it easy for yourself, just fill up one and then go and duplicate it. I'm not sure if all soul gems can be duplicated, but I know the grand soul gems can. So just fill one of these up, duplicate it, you don't have to worry about it again. But what we're going to do is we are going to use the petty soul gem. So you can see at the bottom right, it says A to recharge weapon. So now that we've done the soul trap, killed the enemy, we've got the soul in this gem. We click on it, and then I'm going to be able to recharge my Umbra. So I'm going to get 150 just from a petty soul. So if I recharge it, if I now go to my Umbra and I have a look at the details, if I scroll along, you're going to see my charge went from 160 up to 310. So I've got 16 uses on it. And that is how to recharge your enchanted magical items yourself. However, what you can do if you've got a load of gold and you can't be bothered to go out farming enemies and things like that, is if we go to the map and we go to the market district in the Imperial City, we're going to the Emporium. What we want to do when we arrive is run up to the top of the stairs, turn right, and we are going to come all the way along here to the end building, which is the Emporium. And it's currently locked, so I'm going to wait until the middle of the day. And when we're inside the Emporium, if we come and speak to this person here, so we interact with them, what we can do is at the bottom, we can go to recharge weapon. Then you'll see it's going to be quite expensive, but I can put the Umbra back up to full charges if I spend 2,190 gold, and I've got over 1.5 million, so I'm going to recharge that, and that is another way to do it if you've got a load of gold and you don't want to go out farming souls. And you'll see now back in my inventory that the Umbra has full charges, 125 uses, and that is exactly how you can recharge enchanted magical items in Oblivion Remastered. And what we are going to do is leave that video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff about this game in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you out.